Inflation in the US is been really pocketed, and probably two really good examples of solid contributors to inflation are energy and food, because they're two things that you can't really opt out of. You have to fill your vehicle with fuel. You have to eat. And so these are two really significant factors. What we've seen, and we'll get on and talk about energy policy in the US as we go on, but with energy prices coming down, particularly petrol price or oil prices, crude oil prices, 3-year low, that disinflationary impact is there. And I think we're going to see some other factors in the background we'll get onto in a moment that influence that. Food has been a massive one, and beef in particular. And if we just zone in on beef, because the United States is the fourth largest consumer of beef. I bet most people don't know who the number one consumer of beef.
Number one.
Number one on a per capita basis for beef consumption, Tonga.
Really?
Yeah, there's an interesting one for you.
That explains
So
all.
it's an island. You think it would be seafood, but no, it's not. It's actually
There you go.
And what we've seen in the US is that rather like we went through here in Australia, and I know we have a lot of farmers as clients. I've got dear friends that are heavy players in the farming space. The US has gone through a drought rather like we did in Australia, a dozen or so years ago. And during drought conditions, farmers are faced with a choice. Your animals will die effectively under those conditions, or you can cull your herd or manage it in a very different way. And what we saw were farmers reducing herd sizes over in the US. Now, the flip side to that, just like we've seen here in Australia, is that if you are a farmer, you've got a choice of selling the calf or your breed stock. Now, if you sell the breed stock, you've got no new calves coming through and no new supply, constrained supply to an extent. If you sell the calf, you've got a gap in the market where prices spike up immediately. So when you reduce herd sizes because weather conditions have been such that you need to, that means that there's less beef coming to market. And if there's less beef coming to market and you've got a nation of people that want to buy it and eat it, then prices are going to go higher. And it's been a pretty big contributor.